So most of the people that have exited my life think that they did so, that they left me, that they dropped me, that they, stopped talking to me. And that's by design, because that's the easiest way to let someone go. The easiest way to let someone go is to let them think that they're deciding to leave, when in fact it was time for them to go, but I didn't have the heart to stay. But there are people who I've told it's over. Some friendships, you gotta let them know. Otherwise, they're not gonna learn any kind of lesson. But most of them never learned a lesson anyway, and that is why the friendship had to end, because it was toxic and unhealthy, and it was one-sided, and usually on the side of me giving way more, which, after developing boundaries and learning to prioritize myself rather than everyone else first all the time, they naturally started to have a problem with me, because they couldn't get everything they were getting from me, and they couldn't always have me running around doing the things and, showing up for them. And I'm not saying that all these people were never, ever there for me before. I'm talking about a consistent level of imbalance and, just the healthiness of the relationship, how they treated me overall. I've had friends try to talk shit about me when I'm not there, because they want to feel like they're better than me. A lot of friends are jealous sometimes. They're not really in your corner, but they want to stick around to see what happens, because they love to gossip and they want to be able to see you fail. They want to say they did better than you. I have friends like that. Always trying to one-up you, say, oh, you're like this, you're like that, and as if they're better. Friends don't compare themselves to you like that. Real friends, they lift you up, mama, so bad that you can't even see your own damn flaws no more. Friends that ask me for a favor and don't remember that they ever asked me for a favor, and that I did that favor, and that they promised to do something for me that I actually needed and was counting on, and then they weren't there. I've had friends that literally just didn't show up when they were saying they were going to be there. And I was, it's like expecting a ride to pick you up and you got all this stuff with you. I have so many examples. Friends that are like, when are you coming to visit? When are you going to visit? When are you coming to visit? Friends that I've gone to visit, and it's never enough. It's like, you don't need to come visit me. I don't need to see you guys every day. I don't need to talk on the phone every day. When I'm doing that shit, it's for them. And the fact that they didn't appreciate it is the reason they're not in my life anymore. And those are just simple, small examples. I have been in extreme pain, broken, trying to help people do things, trying to do things that other people wanted, instead of staying home and taking care of my own damn self and worrying about myself, because they clearly weren't worried about me. I'm over here screaming in pain, just trying to go out with them because, they're having whatever they're doing, and they wanted me to come, and they didn't want to have to go on their own. And, they were stressing me out in so many different ways. I have lists. People I have let go because they were too much, too in their ego, too self-centered, too selfish, too unaware, not self-aware, too, judgmental, too kind of jealous, too sneaky, too liary. I can't stand liars. I cannot stand liars, especially people who try to lie to me, because I'm going to know, especially if I was there for what happened. And I'm a human lie detector, so 90% of the time I'm going to pick it up, even if I'm not sure. And usually I'm sure. Can't stand that shit. So those people that took off thinking that, she this, she that, if I can't, or the great one is the spiritual people who want to say, I'm doing what God's guiding me to talking to interacting with the people that God wants. And yeah, you're right, honey. God don't want you talking to me. God don't want you talking. God don't want you messing around with me. You are right. Because that's what God said to me too, and that's why I'm letting you kick rocks. And I gotta tell you, it's freeing when you let go of people who have been clinging on to you for what they get from you and draining you like the vampires they are. It is freeing. You get so much more energy and so much more peace when you let go, because it's literally baggage. And some people cannot come with you everywhere. Some people are only there in your life for a season. You're supposed to teach them lessons. They're supposed to teach you lessons. And you learn the lessons or you don't, but you're not meant to be in each other's life forever. Not everyone is meant to stay. And not everyone is meant to carry on to the next level that you are going towards when you are doing your work that they are not doing. You are not here to do work for anybody else. I don't care about any soul contract. You might think it's never work that you're supposed to do for anybody else. You might wake somebody up, but it is their job to go ahead and fix it from there because they woke up now. You might break somebody down, and that's their lesson to have lost you. That's their lesson to realize they need to work on themselves because they lost such a great person who is non-judgmental, who's patient, empathetic, compassionate, understanding, loving, kind, and sympathetic at times. Like, why would such a person like that not want you in your life? Not want you in their life? That's something to think about. There's the lessons in there. And so if you ever have to really, really let someone go, I'm telling you, it's for the best. You shouldn't feel bad. You can go through, the loss. It's grief. It's a loss to you. But later you'll feel it's a gain. So do the healing process and get over it and keep it moving.